Dear students, I hope you all are fine and staying at your home and following all the instructions given by your parents. I hope all have understood lesson 1, parts of speech. Now I will teach you lesson 2, noun. Now children, open page number 1 of your English language book. Now I am going to explain you different types of nouns with examples. Here you can see 5 sentences. Read these sentences. These sentences are nouns. Nouns are names of a person, places, animals or things. Nouns can be classified into 4 categories: common, proper, abstract, collective, common noun. A common noun is a general name for a person, place or thing. As example, the cats played in the garden. The forest is full of elephants. Now children, in the first example, cats is a common noun because it represents a class of animal. Garden is a common noun because it is a place. In the next example, forest is a place, so it is a common noun. Elephants is a common noun because you haven't used the name of a specific elephant. So you are just writing about elephants in general. Next noun is proper noun. A proper noun is a special name given to a person, place or thing. As example, Ravi is going to Kerala. The Titanic sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. Children, here in the first example, Ravi is a proper noun because as it refers to a particular individual. Kerala is a proper noun because it is a name of a state in India. In the second example, Titanic is the name of the largest ship in the world, so it is a proper noun. Atlantic Ocean is a name of an ocean, so it is a proper noun. So children, note here that proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Children, now you have learned common nouns and proper nouns, so you can turn to page number 7 in your English language book. Here in exercise A, you have to write proper nouns for these common nouns. Here you can see a table. First example is done for you. In the next, you can write common noun as school. For school, you can write Shishya Public School. So, like this, you can complete the table. In the next exercise B, you have to underline the common nouns and circle the proper nouns. First example is done for you. Like this, you have to do the whole exercise. Now children, this is a slide and you can see two pictures. One is of a globe and other a cloud. A globe can be used in a both common and proper noun. So clouds can also be used as common and proper nouns. So like this, many words can be used both as common and proper nouns. So children, next noun is abstract noun. Abstract nouns are words that stand for an idea, quality, or state. An abstract noun cannot be touched or seen but can be felt and known. As example, she has a lot of compassion towards animals. Honesty is the best policy. Here in the first sentence, compassion is an abstract noun because compassion is a feeling of showing kindness to someone, so it is an abstract noun. In the next example, honesty is an abstract noun because this word refers to the quality of being honest and truthful. Look at the table in the next slide. Here are some abstract nouns given in the table, like the word state is used as hope, manhood, humor, childhood. The word used as qualities are beauty, bravery, calm, patience. The word used as feelings as abstract noun is love, kindness, hatred, jealousy. So here these words are the example of abstract nouns. Now children, turn to page number 8. Now you have understood abstract nouns, so you can do exercise C. In this exercise, you have to write sentences with these abstract nouns. Now the next noun is collective noun. Collective noun is a name given to a group of people, animals or things when we speak of them as a whole. Like here, you see cows. So here we will not say one cow, two cows. In collective noun, you will use in a sentence as a herd of cows. For collection of bees, you will write a swarm of bees. For kittens, you will write litter of kittens. And for stars, you will write cluster of stars. So here the following examples are collective nouns. So children, now open page 8. Here in exercise D, you have to complete the passage with suitable collective nouns from the box given below. Next exercise on page 9, exercise E, you have to match the words with the correct collective nouns. Next noun is the countable noun. Countable noun is a noun that can be counted. Countable nouns have plurals. As example, he ate an egg for breakfast. I have 2 apples. Children, in the first example, an egg is a countable noun because we can count the number of eggs. In the second example, apples is a countable noun because we can count the number of apples. So children, anything that can be counted, whether singular or plural, is an countable noun. Example, a dog, a house, a friend is a countable noun. Children, now the last noun which I will explain you is uncountable noun. Uncountable noun is a noun that can be not counted. Uncountable nouns do not have plurals. For example, I want some more butter. Add some salt to the stew. So children, here in the first example, butter is an uncountable noun because it is a substance, so we cannot count it. In the next example, salt and stew are not a matter of counting the grains, so it is an uncountable noun. Now children, turn to page number 9. Here there is an exercise F. In this exercise, you have to use the words in the box once as countable nouns and once as uncountable nouns. There is an orange box. In this box are words and you have to fill in the blanks once as countable noun and once as uncountable. Example is given in this exercise like this. You have to fill the blanks. Now turn to page 10. Here in exercise G, Prasad tore his shopping list by mistake. Now you have to help him to make another list. So children, do the exercise with pencil and write it. A tube of toothpaste, a bar of chocolate, a dozen eggs, a bunch of grapes, 1 cake of soap, a packet of candles, 200 grams of flour, a bottle of cooking oil. I hope you all have understood this chapter properly. Revise all the points taught in this lesson. Okay children, good day ahead.